Today we're going to be learning how to lock down a screen to use for a number sense routine for the Number Talks class. So the first thing you want to do is find your slides and open up a slide presentation. You want to get a blank slide. So you're just going to click on the blank slide, let that open up. And the very first thing you want to do is name it. You're probably going to be naming it a math concept. I'm just going to be naming it how to lock Google Slides. Once you do that, then you want to remove everything that's on this slide. There's several ways to do it. I just like clicking on it and then hitting the delete button on your keyboard. Okay. Once you do that, determine what you want on your slide. One of the things that you may want to do is to create a focus question and even name it focus question. That way students will be able to identify what they're doing immediately. One thing I like to do too is to put a bracket around this. If by clicking these three lines, just want to put a bracket around it, and then also I like students to be able to look for colors as well. This is what they need to do, so I always make that in green, okay? The focus question that I'm going to use today is, how many ways can you make 10? Okay? I'm going to make sure this is correct. Once you do that, there's your focus question. So then you're going to just set up your template. I want to use different shapes because I want students to be able to share their thinking. So what I'm going to do is just put some little shapes like this. I don't want to have to keep doing this. So I'm just going to Control C, then Control V, and make a bunch of these. Okay. And then I'm going to put these on my slide wherever I want students to put their thinking. Okay. Once you arrange these in the way that you want to make the slide a little bit appealing as well. So what you may want to do is to go back and add some color. I like the lines that they give you on the slide because it does help you make these straight and spacing the way you want, just so things look a little bit more organized. So that's definitely enough spots. And again, I put these on here, I put extra on here because one thing, I don't like telling students how many ways there are to make 10. So I just give them a bunch of areas to make this. And as you can see, I didn't get these straight enough. So I want to just go back and I can do that. So the other thing you want to do is to just maybe add some color. So I'm just going to click on this and I'm just going to add some color. And really, you can leave these blank if you want, or the way they are. It's perfectly fine. But again, if you want to give kids a little bit of color, this is just an easy way to do it. Go up to your paint bucket, determine the color, and then just add it, and so on. So when you share these slides, you notice that kids can come in here and just can move it, because one of the things you want kids to be able to do is to come in and put their answers in these. Maybe you want to share this with the whole class and everyone chooses a different way. Or maybe this is their slide. If it's just their slide, sometimes what I'd like to do also is put another text box up here. I want you to own your slide, so I want you to put your name on it. You can always go back into Google and check and see who did the work, but at the same time, if you can do things like this, then it'll save you some time in the end. Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to do is show you how to save this. So what you want to do is go to File and then go to Download. Go to Download as a ping image. Once you do that, you want to open up another slide. You want to take everything off of this slide, just as you did the first time. And then you created your new slide, you've removed everything that's on that slide, and now you want to go to the download. You can insert image this way and find it uploaded from your computer, or you can just click on this image, upload from computer, which is the same way. You'll see this come up, how to lock down your Google slide, and you'll click on that, open it up, and sure enough, it's put it on a new slide. Now you want to add things that you want students to manipulate. So maybe it's just a text box and they're just going to type in different ways to make 10. Or if you want to differentiate, you can create other text boxes up here, put a frame around that text box, and then add numbers inside of the text box. And you can do this from 0 to 10. That way students can take these numbers and pull them down to where they want their answers. You can even put the plus and the minus sign in there, 0 to 10 on here, or 0 to 9 on here, and have them make different ways to make 10.